So last week I was creating a Langchain application that was throwing a 429 exception after every 60 seconds. I wonder why it was happening because I've also put the retry logic as well. In the next 5 minutes, I'll cover 3 specific problems I faced and the solution for each. When Langchain calls OpenAI, every error comes back as a subclass of OpenAI.api error. And a common mistake is wrapping the call in catch-all exception and retrying everything. So see, an authentication or a bad request error will never succeed no matter how many times you are going to retry it. So retrying these errors wastes our API quota and hides the real cause of the failure. The fix is to retry only the specific error types. And that's something which is possible using Langchain's runnable.withRetry functionality that has a retry if exception type argument inside. So we can pass in the kind of error we would like to retry for. So with retry functionality has been there in Langchain since version 0.1 and it uses tenacity internally. So we get the same retry behavior without writing the decorator code ourselves which tenacity uses. So if you still want to use tenacity, you can pass in this argument to the decorator of tenacity. Now this controls which errors are retried. Now the next problem happens when many workers retry at the same time. Now imagine our application is having 10 workers running at the same time and all are making Langchain calls. A lot of requests come in at once and all 10 workers gets 429 at nearly the same time. And with plain exponential backoff like waiting for 2 seconds, then 4 seconds, then 8 seconds, every worker follows the same schedule. They all wake up at the same second and sends requests at once. The API gets another wave of requests and returns 429 again. And this is something called thundering herd. Many clients retrying at the same time causing the same overload they were trying to avoid. And the fix is to add jitter, that is a small random delay. So every worker waits a slightly different amount of time, and that's something which can be done using a parameter called wait random exponential. So again, this functionality has two variants. You can use the Langchain with retry function to add this parameter, or you can use tenacity. So what does this wait random exponential does that it picks a random wait time between the multiplier and a value coming out from this formula up to the max value. Now the workers that fail at the same time will retry at different moments so the load gets spread out. So basically Jitter fixes this retry storm problem, but there is another 429 issue which we still have to take care of. So let's do a recap of what we have done. We have reduced our request rate to 1 per 2 seconds and we are well within our RPM limit as well. But we are still getting 429 errors. So now if you look at the error body, you will see a message saying that you exceeded your current quota and the subcode is going to be tokens per minute, not rate limit exceeded. So OpenAI has two separate limits. First is RPM, another one is TPM, that is rates per minute and tokens per minute. So one large request, for an example, sending a 20,000 token document to GPT 4.1 can use your entire TPM budget in 2 calls, even if you send them slowly. So waiting and retry doesn't help here. The token budget for that limit is already being used. So what we need to do is we need to wait until the minute window resets. And the reset timer is present at the response header of the error itself. And that's called X rate limit reset tokens. And the fix has 2 parts to it. First, you need to count the number of tokens you are sending inside the request, and then you need to also read the rate limit headers from the response. When a rate limit error occurs, the header tells exactly how long to wait. So sweeping the exact reset time from the header is more efficient than guessing with exponential backoff. So let's do a recap of what we have changed in the code. So the first thing that we changed was to retry only for specific errors and never retry on authentication or bad request errors. The next thing which we added was a jitter, that is wait random exponential or wait exponential jitter equal to true to prevent all workers from retrying at the same moment. And last but not the least, if 429 errors continue at a lower request rate, we are going to check the error subcode, that is tokens per minute, means we need to track the token usage before sending, not just wait after the failure. One thing that is not covered If you have already used your full monthly spending limit, the error looks the same as normal. No amount of retry is going to help you there, and that is a billing issue, not the code issue. So if you like this video, please do like and subscribe and follow for more such videos.